Before anything else, we establish a basic standard. Serious accusations require evidence, not assumption, not repetition, evidence. These are the claims being made. Clear, direct, serious. We will return to them. Now we apply the standard. Where is the evidence that supports these claims? Not implication, not association, evidence. This is not a misunderstanding, it is a pattern. The same accusations repeated, reinforced, and amplified. Repeating a claim does not make it true. It only creates the appearance of certainty. Now we examine intent. An apparent apology followed immediately by an irrelevant question about events in 2017, a time where none of the individuals involved were even connected. This is not sincerity. This is a fishing exercise. If the premise is wrong, the conclusion is meaningless. You cannot build a case on assumptions that have no foundation. When evidence is absent, the tone shifts from accusation to insult, from argument to attack. This is not strength. This is what happens when there is nothing to support the claim. This behavior is not isolated. It is reinforced across a group. Statements are echoed, repeated, and amplified, not to establish truth, but to create pressure. This is not a lone voice. This is a network. Statements repeated, amplified, not to establish truth, but to create pressure. A chorus of self-righteous certainty without a shred of evidence. She claims serious wrongdoing, doxing, harassment, criminality, and yet nothing verifiable. The origin of the information is not me. Assertions repeated do not become fact. The information Braun's accusations are based on came from others. Kaylee Rayner with Michelle gathered details about Braun and her circle. Not me, not the accounts she claims I control. Before making accusations, the correct question is simple. Who actually provided the information? Braun's narrative is built on assumption, not fact. She targets accounts she has no proof of others controlling. Her questions about events in 2017 are irrelevant, nothing to do with the people involved. She seeks attention, loyalty, acceptance, and a connection to Fiona Monthesketh, Blair, and the rest of the group. Reality is irrelevant. Only her delusions matter. Blair operates in delusion. She believes in nonsense like the Nazi egg.
I won't put one out until tomorrow evening so people can catch up with it.
So could you explain to us if it's Cousin Eddie?
Cousin Eddie's Meghan Markle. And if my theory is correct then, Cousin
Eddie, did you get to that theory?
So I believe that the Nazis froze sperm and eggs of Wallace Simpson and Edward. Did they know about it? That's a question I don't know. She could have gone to the gynecologist and they could just taken them out. I don't know if they know. Like, that I can't say.
Like Braun, she builds false connections using information from Trevor Colt, whose own history includes fraud and military prison for assault. And Fiona Monthesketh, self-proclaimed Britain's most wanted, is a figure of obsession, not evidence. The group's claims are fantasy packaged as fact. Behind the noise is the orchestrator. Trevor uses others to divert attention from himself. He encourages harassment, he directs focus. The chaos Braun, Blair, Fiona, and others generate serves him, not truth.
To how you deal with an online stalker. If there is an individual out there who's constantly harassing you, sending emails out to different people to get you cancelled, making up stories, accusing you of multiple stupid crimes to try and destroy your reputation, the best way to deal with that individual is simple. You leave them to be destroyed by the thousands and thousands of people that support you. You highlight their stupidity, and then you leave them to be destroyed by the very people that do support you. That is the ultimate revenge. If you are constantly offended, get the fuck off the internet. The internet's not really a good place for some people that are going through those type of emotions. Why do you think for years I deleted Facebook? Because back about 2018-19, I was being hammered in there with just constant hate from people that hadn't achieved anything or had failed as soldiers. But I see it today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get upset now. I sit back and I smile at people. See, behind the smile, I could be throwing you off a bridge.
Michelle and Kaylee infiltrated, gathered information, and pursued doxing, not because anyone asked, but because of personal gain, attention, monetization, influence. Kaylee provided info about Braun and her son. Braun assumes I am all the accounts she attacks. She has no proof. The real damage came from their own betrayals, not me.
Fuck Team Atlanta. Fucking scam artist.
Show, you come up on my live and you explain.
Oh, I was there. Oh, you want to know what I was doing there? You want to know what I was doing there? This is the part I was doing there. I was trying to find out who they were. So that's what part I did. I was there to find out who they were because I wanted to fucking know. And we're going to still find out, Mel Brown. So don't you worry. And no, I'm not a plant.
Why are you
not a plant? I wanted to get to the bottom of this bullshit because I wanted it to go away.
Gertie Rude, another member of the Bad Mummy Mandy group, represents the same pattern. Intrusive, delusional, operating behind the scenes. The group thrives on amplification, assumption, and aggression. Inconsistent claims, contradictions, assertions without verification, responsibility assigned without currency. This is the anatomy of a network that confuses noise for truth. The original allegations, still unsupported. Repeating them does not make them true. Evidence alone matters.
Shut the fuck up. Get a grip of yourself. No one gives a shit what you think. You're a legend in your own mind.
Serious accusations require proof, not assumption, not repetition. Without evidence, the claim collapses. This is the standard. No one is above it. No one can escape it. This is not about volume. It is about proof. Without proof, there is nothing to defend.